Hey everyone, welcome to another tutorial on avatars. This time we're going to go over where to find multiple materials within an avatar that has multiple materials. So I'm going to go to my inventory and I'm going to go to the Neos Essentials folder here, and I'm going inside the avatars folder here. And I'm going to spawn two avatars out that I've pre-tested that are suitable for this tutorial. So we're going to go for this male avatar in the middle of the Neos Essentials folder here. And we're going to go for this girl avatar here. I'm going to put them side by side, and then I'm going to show you where to find the materials within them. Before I close my inventory, I'm going to need a couple of tools. So I'm going to need my material tooltip, and I'm going to need a developer tooltip, and then we can get started. Quick note before we get started though, this isn't a tutorial that will go over the intricacies of preparing multiple materials or adding textures. This is purely how to find multiple materials should your avatar have them. And this is because I noticed a couple of people struggling on the Neos Discord, and I wanted to create a video that would show you what's going on. So these avatars both have multiple materials. And so when I use the material tooltip here and I equip it, I point my laser at the avatar and I push secondary. You might expect that the shirt material would jump into the tooltip here, but instead we get the skin material. In fact, no matter where I aim, oh, that's the floor. No matter where I aim, we get the skin material. And that's because the material tooltip itself cannot discern between multiple materials within an avatar. So you have to go about that a different way, and this is what I'm going to show you. So equip your developer tooltip, and feel free to follow along on this avatar. I will show you this avatar too, and then you should be equipped to kind of navigate around and sort of see if you can find them, because the locations do change from time to time depending on the avatar. So I'm going to point at the avatar, I'm going to push secondary. You'll see a purple box appears around. I can open up the inspector here using the hand menu and then open inspector. Once the inspector's open, hit the big fat up arrow here, the big one on the left, not the small one on the right, the big one on the left. This will take you to the root of the avatar, and then we're going to do the same on this girl avatar here. And this is the root of this avatar. The roots will look different and they'll be named different depending on your model, so do keep that in mind. But you're looking for something that has the words sort of head proxy, pelvis proxy, and root node inside it. Once you've got that open in the inspector, navigate through the inspector. This isn't, again, a tutorial on inspectors or the material tooltip itself. It's just where to find them. For information about these interfaces, check for other tutorials. I'll link some in the description as well that might help you out. So here on the root node, we'll go under the root node and then under the center node. And then here you'll see the standard sort of mesh setup for this avatar. So there is a armature. This is called Mixomo Rig Hips. And then there's a bunch of skinned meshes here. You can see that these are meshes by selecting them and then turning the active property on and off. And you'll see that the shirt on the tops slot gets turned on and off when I turn off the top slot. And that means the skin mesh renderer for the top is on this top slot here. Not only that, the material for the shirt is also findable here. So I've selected the tops on the left, and then on the right here, find the word skin mesh renderer, look for the materials list, and you'll see the first material here, PBS metallic on holder. If I point my laser at this, grab, you'll see a blue orb appears with the word PBS metallic. If I turn to some empty area in the world and I can trigger, I'll get a material inspector for that shirt. And here I can then make the shirt red. This isn't covering materials in any detail, so do keep that in mind. We're just showing you where to find other materials within an avatar. So now I've changed that, you can see that the shirt is now red. Let's try again with another material, hair. So here I can grab the hair material from the material list, click in the world, and then I can change the color here. Let's make the hair green, and now you'll see the hair is green. So that's where to find some of the other materials within this male avatar. Now let's cover the girl avatar here on the left. Again, here you'll see root node centered root, and then a body slot. Sometimes it's called body. A lot of the times it's actually called body. It's a common convention. And then here you'll see all the materials for this avatar are actually on this on this slot. So if I turn this active property off, you'll see the whole avatar disappears. Actually, except the tail. Turn it back on, and you'll see the avatar's back. So you can go through here and look at all these materials if you need to configure them. So here, this one is the skin and the hair and the eyes by the looks of things. There's a few copies of that one. Here's the outfit. Again, we can prove that by changing the color to red, and now you see that their outfit's red. We'll undo that by setting it back to white. And so that's how you can find and edit materials when the avatar has multiple materials. There is another way to go about doing this, which is useful if you're just setting up an avatar. So imagine that I had just spawned in this girl avatar from my computer following another tutorial, and I wanted to configure every material. What you can do is you can go to the root of the avatar again here. So I'll actually open that from scratch. So we point at the avatar, secondary, open the inspector, go to the top with the big fat arrow, grab the material tooltip, and here we can select test, and you'll see it turns blue. When it turns blue with the material tooltip equipped, grab the word test.fbx, and you'll see it appears in my hand here, test.fbx. And then I'm going to turn to some empty space, and I'm going to push secondary. And all the materials for that avatar will then spawn. So here you can see the outfit material, the skin material, the hair, the tail. They're all there, and I can edit them now by dropping them into the material tooltip and hitting edit, and then playing around with them here. That's another way of getting at the multiple materials that are within an avatar. There is one final way that I can think of right now, which is when you import it. So I'll cover that one as well. So for that, I've prepared my simple avatar that Purple Cheese made from the previous tutorial videos in my file browser, which you can see here. And I'm going to import it like I did before, but we're going to go to 3D model, regular, auto humanoid height, which I went over in my previous tutorials. So do take a look at those. Again, this is just finding materials, nothing else. But we're going to go to advanced settings here. And we're going to scroll down, and we're going to check this spawn material orb option. And then we're going to hit run import. Close my file browser and let this import. And you'll see that there's an orb that spawned behind the avatar. And this orb is the material for the avatar. That's another way of doing it. So you can do it when you import it. So you go, I can turn the avatar red like that. So those are 3 ways of finding other materials within an avatar. I hope that helps. Do let me know if you've got any questions. I know this was kind of an odd tutorial, and that's because I wanted to go over one particular question that I kept seeing come up on the NEAS Discord. So I hope that helps you. I'll also be able to link to it when the question comes up. I'll see you next time for more focused stuff about avatars. We'll go through some more importing common popular avatars and how to set them up. I will see you next time. Thank you.